Jessica Chrysler, illustrator of the Restless Rock. How you doing?
Good. How are you today?
Good. What inspired you to become an artist?
Um, well, ever since I was little, I loved to draw and I loved to color. But I never really took any classes until high school. And also when I was in high school, I met a couple people that had recently graduated from Art Center. And they took me under their wing and took me to visit their friends' animation studios and check out gallery shows, and it was just great, and I had no idea you could make a living as an artist, so that kind of took me over into the field. It was great.
And what is your favorite thing to illustrate?
My favorite thing would be to illustrate children's books. And anything that has to do with kids. So I've done home decor for children's rooms and for teens as well. And I just love like the free-spirited and whimsical nature of children's illustration. So that's what I like.
Very good. How do you decide what medium you're going to use? And do you have a favorite medium?
Yes. Well, I do have a favorite medium. It's oil. And I love to just draw with pencils, watercolor pencils. Well, when illustrating a project, I take into consideration a few different things. One, the big one is definitely how much time I'm going to have to spend on the project. Two is the nature of the project. If it's a book versus an ad versus an editorial piece, and the other would be if what the mood of the piece is. So I guess that kind of goes with the other one, but the mood of the piece also directs what medium I will be using. If it needs to be a little bit darker, then I'd use more dark washes and darker tone stuff. But if it's lighter, then I could jump into doing like Photoshop photo collage with bright textures and colors and stuff like that. So it all depends on the project for me.
With children's books, how do you take the idea of what an author has written and make that into a physical picture or a representation of that idea? Is that hard?
I don't find it difficult because I really like to do it. I really like to put a spin on things, make an interpretation of what's there. Basically to see if I can tease out that bright idea that the author had or whomever, and really make that communicate visually. And that's just something I really like to do. So, yeah.
Who are your favorite artists, and what inspired you while illustrating the story?
Okay. I have a lot of different favorite artists, but I think my most favorite in children's illustration are Arthur Rackham and Beatrix Potter, and of course the wonderful John Klassen. He's pretty awesome. His sense of humor is amazing. But what inspired me while illustrating the story was actually a movie or a short animation. If anyone has seen Inside Out in theaters, there's this little animated short that they do right beforehand. I can't remember the name of it, but it's about this volcano that sings to himself, and he's lonely. The whole time he's singing, he's wishing for someone to be there with him, and all the while does not know that there's someone else there listening to him. This little animated short inspired me with this story because I was having a really hard time figuring out how to do a rock without making him a little bit too cartoony. And when I saw this film, I was like, whoa, that's exactly what I need to do. So make him look like the rock, but naturally just so, with the little eyes and maybe a little bit of a mouth, but the mouth is more of a crack thing. So it was perfect. And right when I was done watching the whole movie, I went and I just got in my sketchbook and just started drawing away, and it was awesome. Yeah, I think John liked it, so that's what's important.
Yes, I'm sure he did. What do you like best about being an artist or illustrating a project?
What I like best is being able to work with somebody and being able to bring together to life something that wasn't there before. So really just creating something new. And I love to be able to do that.
Okay. In the Restless Rock, the rock keeps getting bored with his surroundings. So what do you do to keep from getting bored?
Well, when I get bored, I like to draw and I like to read a lot. I read a lot. And I also love to watch movies, so I have some options.